Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Casiejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gather around. It's time for the episode of 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast that you've been waiting for. Because he lost the surprise song challenge, it's time for Nick's solo episode. Can he do an entire episode all by himself in 13 minutes? Let's find out. Here's your host, Nick Adams. Whoa, hey, thank you. Stop. Okay, thank you. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you so much for joining us today on 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Thanks to our announcer. I really appreciate you introducing me there. Yeah, it's time for my solo episode. A lot of people think this would be scary. They wouldn't want to do this, but not me. I wanted to do this. I wanted to challenge myself to see if I can do an entire episode all by myself. I've worked in radio for over 14 years, but I've never done anything all by myself. A lot of people think it's really easy to host a show all by yourself. But man, I'm used to having a few co-hosts with me. I'm used to having people to interact with. But not today. It's just me. It's just you. And so when I started thinking about what I wanted to do in my solo episodes, several ideas came to mind. And I thought that I should take advantage of this opportunity to recreate a little bit of a dream of mine. You see, one of my dreams has always been to host my own late night talk show, just like Fallon, just like Kimmel, Letterman, Leno, Conan, all the greats. I was trying to think, how can I host a late night talk show? I was thinking, well, the most important thing is you got to have a monologue. You got to have jokes at the beginning. And unfortunately, I'm not the best joke writer. I just couldn't think of anything that was funny where I could write jokes. And so I did the next best thing. I went to ChatGPT and asked ChatGPT to write some Taylor Swift jokes. Now, some of these jokes are actually pretty good. Some of these jokes are terrible. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for joining me. Do you know why Taylor Swift became a gardener? It's because she knows how to shake it off and plant again. Unbelievable. Yeah, she can shake it off. So we are called Swifties in the Taylor Swift community. Do you know what we call Carrie Underwood fans? Do you? Well, we call them undies. Yes, that was a much shorter laugh than I thought it was going to be. Have you ever tried to buy Taylor Swift concert tickets? We all have. We all survived the Great War. Some of us came out with tickets. Some of us did not. Yeah, if you try to get Taylor Swift concert tickets, it's not so Swift. Okay, not a big laugh on that one. Hey, what is Taylor Swift's computer password? It's I knew you were trouble when you logged in, no spaces. Thanks ChatGPT. That's a good one. Now, I know this is just a Taylor Swift fan podcast, but I also really love Harry Potter, and I know there's a lot of Potterheads listening to this show right now. So what do Taylor Swift and Avada Kedavra have in common? Well, they'll both leave you breathless and with a nasty scar. Oh, I didn't hit my... And finally, what is Taylor Swift's favorite vegetable? It's this sick beet. I know. Unbelievable. That's so great. Hey, you know what? It is time for our very first commercial break. I really wish that this episode wasn't posting the day after Christmas. I really wished it was before, because I really think you would get a lot of use and enjoyment out of our sponsor. So Check out our next sponsor and let me know if you want to use it for the next holiday season. Hey, Swifties! Are you tired of the same old boring Christmas music? I mean, how many times do we really need to hear White Christmas or Deck the Halls? It's time for brand new music set to the key of Taylor Swift. On Now, that's what I call Swiftmas. For the first time ever, we're bringing you brand new Christmas music set to the tunes of your favorite Taylor Swift ditties. Santa's got a sleigh, 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 sleigh. Now it's time to bake, 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 bake. Cookies on a tray, 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 tray. And don't forget the almond milk. Did you know that Santa was lactose intolerant? Me neither. On Now, that's what I call Swiftmas. We even put a holiday spin on new Taylor Swift music. Oh my, snow is white, sparkly lights light up the dark night. And it's Christmas. It's Christmas with you. Reds and greens and blues. Falling in love was easy to do with you. It's Christmas. It's Christmas with you. Are you the type of person who, like me, can never wrap the perfect Instagrammable Christmas present? Well, don't worry, because we have a song for you. I just want the perfect bow. This is me tying. I just want the perfect bow. This is me tying. All your favorite Taylor Swift songs turned into brand new Christmas songs on one CD. So you're gonna wrap the presents or put them in a bag. Take them to all our events. In a good mood, don't be sad. Uber's late, we will be tardy. The driver's here, he goes by James. Don't leave me at your office party. I don't know their names. You're so sweet, love the necklace. Heat the seats in the car. So much food I gotta digest. Grandma's house is so far. Got the sweaters for your brothers. 2 carry-ons for the plane. Santa's got a blank space, baby. And he'll write your name. Order now, that's what I call Swiftmas in the next 13 minutes, and you'll get a free cat. That's right, a brand new feline just for you. Now, that's what I call Swiftmas, the Christmas music you didn't know you needed. Switching gears here, we are always speculating, thinking about what is going to happen for Taylor Swift next. And so I wanted to put together my very own 2024 Taylor Swift bingo board. Now, I'm about to read 25 things that I came up with that may or may not happen. I'm not saying that I want these things to happen. I'm just thinking of random things that could happen. Maybe we would be happy about, we would be surprised if they happened. Let's list off these items and let's see if any of them happen in 2024, and maybe we will get a bingo. Now, there's some obvious entries on here. Of course, I had to give myself some easy ones, although I did not give myself a free space on this 5x5 bingo card. So let's see. I think she's going to drop debut, easy entry. Let's hope that happens. I also think she's going to drop reputation, another easy one. Let's hope that's a give me, right? Now, this one, I'm not sure if it's actually going to happen or not. I think a lot of people are speculating it will, but others are speculating that it might not happen until the very end of tour, and maybe, just maybe, she'll release a brand new album, TS11. Let's see what happens. Something that would be shocking if Taylor did. Let's put this on our bingo board. Will she, for the first time ever, walk with a boyfriend on a red carpet? Let's put on our bingo board that she is going to walk the Grammys red carpet with Travis Kelce. This next entry, I'm going to hope happens because it means we're going to get somewhat new Taylor Swift music, but it's not going to be a full album. I'm going to put on my bingo board that Taylor is going to be a guest feature on someone else's song. So maybe if Lana Del Rey puts out an album, Taylor will be featured. If The National puts out an album, Taylor will be featured. All right, this is one that I am really hoping for. I am predicting that by the very end of 2024, Taylor will be announced as the Super Bowl halftime performer for the next Super Bowl in 2025. I'm pretty sure the last time I looked, her tour schedule lined up for this. And I have always said, right after we saw the Eras Tour, you can fact check me on this podcast, I said what I saw there was her practicing to be the headliner for the Super Bowl. And she's going to even have a stage like she has on the Eras Tour at the Super Bowl. I think it's perfect. I think she can do it. And the world might end if she did that. So another one, I'm not so sure she's going to do this, but let's put it on our bingo board anyway. I think Taylor is going to announce an exciting new business project that is outside of music. It's outside of Hollywood. So like maybe she does something in finance. Maybe she does something with art or in real estate or something like that. I think she's going to be a part of some sort of business that's outside the entertainment industry. I don't think this next one is going to happen, but it could. Taylor, she's rich. She's got money. And what do rich people get each other? They get each other cars. So I'm going to predict that she's going to buy Travis Kelce a car. Now, he does already have a Rolls Royce, and he does have that old classic getaway car that they were seen leaving his football game in. But I think she's going to buy him a car. Because why not? I think she's going to win the Golden Globe for the Cinematic and Box Office Achievement. It's a brand new category. There's a lot of other really good competition in that category. But the Eras Tour, how can we not recognize that, Hollywood? It's important. Give Taylor Swift a Golden Globe. I really wish that this would happen to 13 a Taylor Swift Fan podcast, but I'm not so sure it's going to. But I am going to say that Taylor Swift is going to join 13 a Taylor Swift Fan podcast in some capacity. It might just be her walking by us at a concert and she says, hey, maybe. So I'm going to put that on our bingo board. Now, the next one, which I think is far more likely, I think Taylor is going to give her first actual podcast interview on a podcast. It's one of my favorite podcasts. It's Dax Shepard's Armchair Expert. I know Dax has been trying to get her on the podcast for a long time. She doesn't really do podcast interviews, but I think if you're going to do one, you're going to do it on Dax's. You might be saying, why wouldn't she do it on New Heights? I don't think that's what she would do. Taylor wants to be taken super seriously, so if by the time the Oscars are rolling around, award season, Grammys, Golden Globes, when she's up for a lot of awards, I'm thinking that's the way to go. You go on something a little bit more serious than 13 a Taylor Swift Fan podcast. You go on something a little bit more serious than New Heights. I think she is going to do some sort of campaign appearance for Joe Biden. I think when it gets close to election time, she is going to urge her voters to vote. Now, she has already encouraged her followers to register to vote. She broke a lot of records doing that. But I think she's going to do something more like post a picture with Joe Biden on her Instagram story. I think she's going to maybe even go to an actual campaign rally. I think she's going to do some sort of campaigning for Joe Biden. Let's put on our bingo board that after she drops Debut, let's put on our bingo board that she's going to put at least 2 songs from Debut into the Eras Tour set. Permanent songs into the set. I have no predictions on what she's going to have to cut to add those 2 songs, but on our bingo board, we're adding 2 songs from Debut to the Eras Tour set. Something I definitely hope she does, let's add on our bingo board, she's going to donate to a fan's GoFundMe. She loves doing this. She's done this several times, whether it's for college funds, house fires, her fans in need. I think she's going to donate to a fan's GoFundMe. In 2024, I predict we are going to see a picture of Taylor Swift drinking a beer out of a can. We've seen Taylor have some drinks at different award shows. We've seen Taylor have some drinks in the suite at Travis's game, but I think we're going to see her drinking a beer out of a can. I don't think she's a beer girl, but we're going to put it on our bingo board anyway. Here's where I do think she will make an appearance on New Heights. It's not going to be like an official interview or anything like that, but on our bingo board, we're putting that Taylor is going to join New Heights because Travis is going to FaceTime her and ask her a silly question, and that will be on the podcast. So she's not going to be in studio with them or anything like that. He's going to say, well, I don't know, let me just call her up. And he's going to FaceTime her and say, hey, did you make lasagna last night or spaghetti? And she's going to say, I made lasagna. And Travis and his brother are going to laugh about it. And that's going to be it. That's going to be her appearance on New Heights. Another thing we're going to put on our bingo board, more of a selfish thing for 13 a Taylor Swift Fan Podcast, I'm predicting that we are going to see her perform in New Orleans for the Eras Tour coming up here in a few months. We really want to go there. We don't have tickets for this just yet, but we're looking for them. We're going to find some. So I'm predicting that we are going to see Taylor in New Orleans. Put that on the bingo board. One that we're putting on our bingo board that I don't want to happen. I don't want drama. I don't want people, the fandom, to go crazy. I don't want Taylor to have to respond or T-Pain to go after anyone. But I think Joe is going to throw some shade at Taylor. Maybe in an interview, an article, a magazine piece. I think a reporter's going to ask him a Taylor Swift-related question, and he's going to answer it in a snarky, shady way. Put that on the bingo board. Let's take a break from talking about Taylor Swift's 2024 bingo board, and let's talk about our own bingo boards for 2024. And I know something that is going to be on everyone's bingo board in the new year and during this holiday season, and that is eating well. Well, our friends over at Green Chef are gonna help you with that. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating clean. So let Green Chef take all the work out of eating clean this holiday season with chef-crafted, nutritionist-approved recipes that feature fresh ingredients and nothing artificial. You get to choose from 80 plus weekly options. Yes, you heard that right. You have 80 different options to choose from every single week, and you can mix and match meals to meet your lifestyle needs. So you can choose meals that are quick and easy, protein-packed, calorie-smart, Mediterranean, keto, gluten-free, and plant-based. Look, it's easy to do this, but don't lose track of eating healthy during the holidays. Every Green Chef customer gets a free session with our registered dietitians who can walk you through how to make clean eating work for you. Sign up and start your journey towards better health today. Go to greenchef.com/60TaylorSwiftFan and use the code 60TaylorSwiftFan to get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. Again, go to greenchef.com/60TaylorSwiftFan. Use the code 60TaylorSwiftFan to get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating well.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active.
Right now, I am at number 21 of my 25 bingo board entries for next year for Taylor Swift. Number 21. Man, I would love to see this. I want Taylor to do an updated Vogue 74 questions interview. Or is it 71 questions? Or is it 72 questions? She's going to do the 70-something questions with Vogue. She did it a while ago, but I think she's going to do a new one. That'd be great. Maybe it's like backstage at the Eras Tour or something, and it's not actually at her house. The location is not part of the entry, but she's going to do the Vogue 74 questions, 73 questions, whatever it is. All right. We're coming in at number 22. This is something that people have been speculating about. I'm not so sure if I necessarily believe this, but let's put it on the bingo board anyways. Taylor is going to have a cameo in Deadpool 3 as Dazzler. Now, Dazzler is a hero in comic books who has blonde hair, blue eyes. Dazzler has the power to manipulate sound and transform into light. She juggles a singing career with her superhero duties. So this sounds like something Taylor could do. She's buddies with Ryan Reynolds. She's buddies with Hugh Jackman because they were just at the big football game not too long ago together at Travis's game. And also Sean Levy, the guy who's like directing Deadpool 3, was there too. Or is he producing it? He's something with it. So maybe they're working on it, but I don't know. Brad Pitt was in one of the Deadpools for like half a second. His face was, at least. So maybe, just maybe, Taylor will have some sort of cameo. We'll see. One entry, we got 3 left, that fans have been wanting to see for quite some time, and I'm putting it on the bingo board. I know they said that they have moved past the drama, but I think Kim Kardashian is going to apologize to Taylor Swift over the illegally recorded phone call. I think that's what's going to happen. Let's put it on our bingo board and find out. We got 2 more. Oh, no. I realized that I added 2 of the same ones. I wrote down that I think she's going to okay, let's do here. I think she is going to come out with a new fragrance. I don't think she's really going to, but let's put it on our bingo board anyways, okay? Finally, our very last entry into Nick's 2024 Taylor Swift bingo board. I think she's going to get another cat overseas while she's on tour. She would love it. I think maybe her cats need a fourth. She needs a 4th cat. So that's my bingo board. What do you think? What are your bingo board entries? Let me know. You can hit us up. All the ways to contact us are in the description of this podcast. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on this episode. How do you think I did? I felt like I did fine. I felt like I did all right. I felt like there were some highs. I felt like there were some lows. But I think overall, I think I did okay. Now, what will our punishment be for the next round of surprise song challenges? I have no idea. But we're going to figure that out soon because Taylor's going to go back here in a couple months and start performing again. So before I go, I want to take a second and just show the co-host on 13 A Taylor Swift Fan Podcast some love because they truly make this podcast go around. They are way more prepared than I am. I think they all bring more content and thoughts and ideas to the podcast than I do. And a lot of times I feel like I'm just following, riding their coattails. So I want to thank them so much. What do I love about all of them? Amy. I think Amy is one of the most researched, well thought out. She really, I think, understands Taylor and the way that Taylor thinks far more than certainly I do. I really love that and appreciate that about Amy, and she brings so much to the show. What I love about Lacey is that we've said this a few times on the show. Lacey is kind of discovering new Taylor Swift stuff as we go along. We are all Swifties at different points in our Taylor Swift walks of life, right? And Lacey's kind of the newer Swiftie in the group. And she's hearing some of this music for the first time and discovering some of the things that happened in Taylor's past that ends up coming into a song in the present. And so I love that she is discovering a lot of this for the first time. And I really think that's one of the strongest parts of our show because I think she, just like so many other Swifties, are discovering new things about Taylor all the time. Now, the thing that I love about Anna is that her passion and over-the-top, I'll say it, obsession and craziness over Taylor Swift adds so much life and energy to our podcast that we would not be able to have such great fun episodes without a lot of her energy. So I think all 3 of our co-hosts here bring so much to the table. Without them, like you can tell, like when one of our podcast hosts are missing, you can tell the podcast episode that time isn't so great, except for when I'm not here, then it might be better. So thank you to the other co-hosts on this show. Hey, thanks so much for joining me on this solo episode. I think I did all right. All the ways to contact us are in the description of this podcast, so please check that out. And you can email us, you can follow our socials, and if you haven't already, find us on any of the podcasting platforms, Apple, Spotify, we are there. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Summer is right around the corner, and we love to have fun, but we're all really well aware that it can get expensive. And when you have financial goals, you need to decide what's worth it. A Chime checking account helps you reach your financial goals while still enjoying your summer. Are you traveling at all this summer? Maybe to hit up another Eras tour date? And look, sometimes you know that you don't mean to overdraft, but it just happens when things start to add up. And Chime allows you to overdraft up to $200 with no fees, which at times can be a total game changer. You can set up your direct deposit with your Chime account, and you'll be notified to enroll in SpotMe. Live it up this summer and make progress towards your financial goals with Chime. Open your bank account in minutes at chime.com/TaylorSwiftFan. That's chime.com/TaylorSwiftFan. Chime feels like progress. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members. FDIC. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Boosts are available to eligible Chime members enrolled in SpotMe and are subject to monthly limits. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details.